clearly Wolves were the better side in the first half, and Fulham didn't actually press the ball like they did in all season basically. But second half, beautiful goal. 1-1 is probably a fair result. How did you see that?
Good evening all. I agree, our first half was not at the level that should be, and our pressure was not even closer that the way we planned it, the way we should have done. Clear, we let them to start the game so easy, without pressure, and when you let players like Ruben and Lemina to start the game, and they were much comfortable in that situation, something that normally you don't give the time and for the opposition sides to start building their attacks the way they did it. And of course, when you do that, of course, it's much more difficult for us to have control in the game. And our pressure was not good, and after that, our dynamic on the ball was not enough as well. And of course, we never controlled the first half, to be honest. Of course, in the goal we made a mistake. In the position of our two midfielders, the two midfielders on the side of the ball, and of course we let that space there for them to explore. We spoke of time. Of course, we changed not just two players. We changed many things in our players. Of course, in our team. Of course, the two players, they made an impact in the game, but we as a team we were completely different. Much more aggressive, better position of the ball as well to be aggressive in our first pressure as well. Much more strong in some duels. First half, most of the second balls they won as well. And of course, our dynamic was completely different second half. We equalized the game. In a great goal from Manor, and I have to say, second half we were clearly the team that show more the ambition to win the game. We control much more the game. Okay, not many chances for both teams. It was really a balanced game. We had that chance, great chance from Vinicius closer in the end. Great save from Sa, but probably is a fair result.
Yeah. Marco Harrison Reed took the ankle. I'm assuming he went up at half time because of that.
It was one of the reasons, but of course, in that moment, I decided to make two changes, and one of the players will be one midfielder. Will be him or João to come off, and will be one of the wingers as well. But of course, he was not in his best physical condition at that moment.
Is he okay?
Okay, let's see. We have to assess him tomorrow on Sunday again to see if he's ready or not for the next match.
Neil McClellan.
Can you just tell a little bit more about the impact Manor had when he came on, what he gave to you, and is he ready to start yet? How close is he to starting Premier League?
Okay, when one player perform well coming from the bench, of course he's showing the quality that he has, and how he's helping the team as well. Of course, Manor is not ready for 90 minutes. For me, is clear, but at the same time, he needs minutes to play with this intensity, because it's this Premier League, and when you are out 3-4 months from the week in, week out playing football matches is always difficult for you. But the most important thing for me, not just from Manor, from all the players, they have to be important for the team from the start, from the bench, and this is what I demand from them. And after, it's up to me to take the decisions and the best decisions for the team. But of course, I'm pleased for that. Player that came from the bench in the last 3 games, score so important goals for us is being really important, and more important even for him, because he's boosting his confidence. And it's different than what we have in the other players, because his 1v1 situation coming from the left is really strong, and of course he's helping the team is the most important thing.
Sonia.
Just on Manor Solomon, what do you think he gives you that's different compared to your other options? Like, what's his sort of unique qualities?
No, he's different. He's different. Of course, he's much more a player 1v1 than probably the others. Okay, we have William, we had Cabano before the injury. The other players, they are slightly different. Harry Wilson, Daniel James, or Bobby Reed. And of course, he's a player that gives us the different things in his moments. When the other teams, they are more compact, more close. He can take players in 1v1 situation as well. And of course, he's helping us in that type of situations. And of course, he's a player that in this moment is showing that he can score as well. That is important for that position.
And you said he's not ready to start yet. Do you know how many weeks?
No, I'm not saying that he's not ready to start. I said it's not ready for 90 minutes. It's different. He can start and play 60 minutes. This is completely different. Of course, he's ready to start if I'm going to decide that he's going to start. He's not ready to play 90 minutes. This is a different thing, even because he already started games. Okay, FA Cup, different games, but he already started games. and of course, soon it's going to start from the beginning as well. And after it's up to me, within the solutions that I have, to decide always what is the best 11.
Peter, it seems like quite a difficult decision to rotate with your wingers at the moment, considering how well they've played. As you just said, if you can't play 90 minutes, is that going to be quite a difficult balance next week? Because you've got the cup tie lead, it's a big game, and obviously the derby that follows. So I guess that's going to be quite a difficult balancing act for you.
No, I think if you have to rotate, you are going to rotate. It's not a problem for us. Football is much more than just goals. Of course, Manor, as I said, I'm really pleased for him. He deserves all the credits, the way he's working, the way he's helping the team, coming from the bench as well. But I cannot hide as well. And more than that, don't be unfair with players that they are playing so well this season as well. I'm talking about William. I'm talking about Bobby as well. I cannot forget, because I'm the manager. I don't forget the situation. It's a good competition between them. I have to say as well that Harry Wilson is coming again for his best level. He had a very good week as well, and I'm pleased for that. And of course, up to me to decide from the start or not what the players they are going to do.
Last two questions. We'll go Justin and we'll end with Nia. Justin first, please.
Can you just give us a bit of insight into Manor off the field, you know, how hard he trains and, you know, what sort of work he's putting in to get fit to play the 90 minutes?
No, he's okay. He's going to be ready for 19 minutes if I give more time for him. Players just they get the fitness in a fitness point of view if they play week in, week out. That is clear. He's going to be ready for 90 minutes if I put him on the pitch every single week to be ready for 90 minutes. It's not because he's training really hard. He's training like the others. No problems during the week to train. It's up to me to give the enough minutes for him to be ready for 90 minutes. But he's ready to start the game. If he has to start next week, he's going to start. If he has to start next Tuesday, he's going to start because he's ready to start. And of course, with more games he's going to play, we'll be ready for more time inside the pitch.
So can you just talk about his attitude though in training as well? You know?
His attitude?
Yeah.
He's a top professional like all the others. I think I'm repeating every time that we have a fantastic group of boys, all on the same page. The togetherness, I can say even the friendship inside our dressing room is really good. And Manor is another one. He's working hard. He's fighting for his position. Of course, I know that he wants to start football matches, but it's the same for William. It's the same for Bobby, for Harry Wilson, and for DJ. That they are the wingers that we have, and we like that. Very good competition, good headache for me to decide, and I think it's really good for Fulham as well.
Final question, Nia.
Hi. So Javlini is now missing 2 games. How much is it of like a big loss?
He's an important player for us in many moments of the game as well. Important set pieces as well, and we are going to play a game next Monday after the FA Cup match, a game that will be important, this type of players. Okay, he's going to miss 2 games and 2 important games for us. Another one will be there for sure, and will be between Sasha and Harrison Reed. They are going to play there, one of them. It was important, these 45 minutes for Sasha. He's a player that has the quality to play in that 2 positions, and of course will be important for us to have him knowing better our idea as well. He's working really hard as well, and will be a good moment for him to start.
Okay, everyone.